surviving, grinding, minding my own business, feeling like I got a spirit. Wheels in my brain, cause my mind's so driven, Look, I don't believe in my fans and my followers, cause they gon' love you and hate you all of a sudden. That's why I always have another plan, like pushing the audible, but my life was at a coma until I came out the concussion with a explosive convulsion, stoning so close to the culture. Hip hop, underground rap, straight out the silk, got devotion to go further.
Yo, Facebook fans, Twitter fans, IG fans, battle rap culture. This is What to Talk About Radio, and I'm your host, Jim Jeezy, Dot Motherfucking Mob, aka Bitch, I'm not a rapper. But y'all can come to your stuff out tonight. Positive energy. But tonight, on What to Talk About Radio, it's making it make sense, man. Y'all know I like to get deep in on Wednesdays, after we done rally things up on Mondays. Kinda, But yeah, I like to bring it back to reality, making it make sense. So, tonight's topic is the build-up, breaking it down. And I got many meanings behind that topic, too. It's not just one. I promise you it's not. It's like this. I'm going to start off by saying this. We were not created to fail. We were created to be kings, gods, goddesses. Right? We were not built to be broken. But yet we allow so much outside of us to break us. Organizations get built. I'm going all around the board with this. I just told y'all I have many meanings behind it. Organizations get built, right? The us's, right? They do so much to break them down, right? It's been done. Everyone that who was considered as a leader for us took him down. I think that if everybody was to have the same understanding of what it is and what it ain't, there would be no breaking down. We would be too strong to be broken. We are too strong. As who you are, you're too strong to be broken, but see, I can't even really go too deep on that because I'm someone who consider myself to be that strong, but yet I still allow certain things to break me. So I really can't even get too deep on that, But I do know, as a whole, once we all have that better understanding, I know for a fact, life facts, that we can't be broken. Because it's like this, right? And like I just said, I feel like that I am that strong of a person that I feel like I can't be broken, which for the most part I don't allow it. You feel me? But, there are certain people in my life that I might allow to, not saying that they're doing it intentionally though. Because it ain't intentionally. You feel me? It's just they are who they are. I am who I am. They don't understand fully who I am. I have a better understanding of life and they don't. That's what I'm fighting with. It ain't the fact that, this and another. No, it's the fact that I'm here and they are there. They're not going to understand fully what I understand because they're not there. And unless they're trying to reach that level, it's going to consistently be what it is. So it's all on what you choose to accept. I don't want to go back into last week's topic, but, everything makes sense. This is making it make sense. But, like I said, tonight's topic, the build-up, breaking it down. I've worked jobs right? I'm talking about every job I've ever had, I gave my all to. Like, to the fact, like, I moved my way up fast in every job that I ever had. Like, I never knew what I was doing before I had these jobs. Like, let me say that too. And that's what a lot of us. Just think about it. We don't be having skills at these jobs. Like, what skills consist of us having that job? We don't be knowing nothing about it before we work that job. We be learning as we go. I know I did. Every job I ever had, I learned as I went along. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing before I got there, but I was a pro at it by the time I left. You know, and I became a pro at it within the first 2 to 3 weeks of me being there. You feel me? Like, come on now. Y'all don't understand who we are? But anyway, I've had jobs, many of them, you know, where I put my all into. Blood, sweat, and tears. I'm talking about, I had one job where I had to wake up 4 hours earlier than the time for me to get there just to be there in time. Because I had to catch 4 fucking buses from where I was at to get to the location of the job. That's just going to say how much dedication I put into the shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that is what I mean. That's why I speak the way I speak, but I never really break shit all the way down to y'all. I just give y'all that aggressiveness of Jeezy, you know what I'm saying, without really breaking things down. So that's why I try to break things down within my shows. Bro, what's the vibes? Peace and blessings, King MRM gang. But it's like, I'm just giving y'all a prime example of what I'm saying here. You know, I put my all into that job, basically, right? I wasn't getting paid near as worth as what I should have been getting paid for what I was doing. I was the cashier. I was the cook. I was the cleanup. I was everything. I literally ran the whole diner by myself. To the point that I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, man, I hired 2 of my homeboys that knew how to cook. You feel me? I did that. But at the same time, the pay still wasn't worth it. I'm getting $200, you feel me, a week for every day for, I'm talking about, listen, man. These are the reasons why I say what I say, and these are the reasons why I feel how I feel when it comes to me saying I will never be a slave again. I was a fucking slave for real, for every fucking job. And two, they got tired of a motherfucker, which that's what they do. When they find somebody they feel like is better than you, or it might not be that. It could be something else, you know? You out of there. Point blank period. There's nothing you can do about it, nothing you can say about it. You out of there. You hear me? Then you back at square one, right? But when you building your own shit, it ain't no being out of there. Who can fire? You can't fire yourself. I'm not firing myself. I'm being my own boss. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to continue to go through the situations that I go through until I get to being my own boss. Period. I'm my own boss now. You hear me? I'm my own boss now. Don't nobody tell me shit. I ain't got no presidents. Fuck the government, all that shit. I am my own everything. That's why I speak the way I speak. That's why people don't understand me. I'm too aggressive. I'm too this. I'm too that. Okay. I have a better understanding of what it is. I care enough about everything that's going on in this world, including y'all, everyone. That's why I speak the way I speak. I be hurt that people don't understand what I'm saying. I be hurt that people don't understand what I'm trying to say here. Or it's like motherfuckers listen, but it's like, whatever. When I know for a fact that this shit is real. I know for a fact that these things are going on. Like, in my eyes, the shit that be happening now is no way in the world you could just look past that. Like a lot of other shit we used to look past, you feel me? Me being a nigga that was like 10 toes down in the streets, that was my reasons for not paying attention to a lot of shit that may have been serious at that time. You know what I'm saying? But now, that ain't my life anymore. So I have time to really, exert a lot more than what I did then. You feel me? So now that's why I say things like I have a better understanding of life and shit like that. I don't just talk this shit. I walk this shit. You feel me? Like, I don't have issues when I go outside and things like that. I stay to myself. I still keep the same energy. I just don't have those issues. Same shit you said, Drain, when we was talking. You was like, well, when I'm outside, I don't have them. I feel the same way, my nigga. And that ain't even been on no super tough shit. I'm just not one of them niggas that you could just play with like that. Like, and it's in me. I have to look up that. It ain't, you don't even have to test it to know that. You can like see it and know that. You feel me? I'm not the toughest nigga in the world. I swear to God, I'm not. I ain't one of the ones a motherfucker play with though. I ain't never been played with it. Except for once, and it took like a lot of individuals and a setup and a lot of other shit behind it. But, it happened. Didn't change nothing. Anyway, I was getting kind of off topic of the show with that one. The build up, man, breaking it down. Like I said, we could go with relationships with this, because, I just took it for this government shit, in relationships it can happen. A person can build you up to break you down within your relationships. I've experienced that, I definitely have, and I'm pretty sure some of y'all may have too, So, and sometimes that might be the worst. Sometimes that is the worst. I'm not gonna hold you. Sometimes that is the worst. What happens is, sometimes that's definitely the worst. I'm not gonna sit here and, sugarcoat nothing. You feel me? That's the crazy thing. Why is that? Like, out of all the shit that goes on within this world, this universe, things that we actually know of now that we didn't know then, but it's like, why is it that the relationship shit and the love and all that is the shit that breaks us down the most? When it's like way more important shit, for real, within this world that's going on that we should be paying attention to or putting that focus into, Why don't we do that? I'm talking to myself too. Shit, I think I'm crazy. I did tell you I was gonna be one of them crazy niggas. Chris, don't get on here and keep asking me am I good, nigga. You looking at me. Don't I look like I'm good? You're looking at me. I'm alive. That means I'm great. The hell? Anyway, it's like if we were to put that same energy and dedication and whatever the fuck else we put into them relationships, into the shit that we really need to put it into, I'm talking to myself too, y'all. I'm talking to myself as I'm talking to y'all. Because this shit makes a lot of sense. It really does. Oh, yeah, me too, sis. Me too. I promise you, yo. That's why I was tripping off y'all, but y'all was like, and saying like I'll start the trouble and all that shit, man. My peoples are the people that I be around now. Tell y'all like, nah, that ain't me. That's definitely not me. I used to be the nigga that was mad when they started trouble. You feel me? I don't start it. I'm just the nigga that ends it. I could take that one. I'm the nigga that ends it. You feel me? I'm not the nigga that started. I please the cut. I'm quiet. I don't do all that yip yapping or none of that shit. But I end that motherfucker though. I definitely do that. But I'm definitely not the shit starter. I'm the nigga that do any and everything to try to prevent us from getting into anything while we out. Cause I like to enjoy myself. Come on, sis, we turn up. When I'm on them, I'm the happy guy. Like, I promise you, I done became friends with some of my enemies being out on that type of timing. You feel me? Cause I'm not out for that. You feel me? I'm out here to enjoy myself, enjoy life. Why the fuck we here to enjoy life? You know? Hey, listen, even in this conversation plays a part of me saying the build up. You feel me? I'm building myself up. You gotta build yourself up as well. I'm building myself up. I'm still learning every day. I ain't got there yet. I just got a better understanding of me and the purpose and all of that. You feel me? Which, once you get that part, everything else is just gonna fall in place. Drain, bro, y'all know what I'm talking about. Once you understand that part, everything else gonna fall in place. No matter what struggles you may go through along your path and shit, you feel me? Long as you got that part together, like everything else gonna fall in place, man. Long as you got a better understanding, And people gotta know like how far we came too, like, and the shit that we've been through. Like, we need to do that one day, sis. We need to have those type of conversation, man. Talk about a nigga background for real, cause motherfuckers just think that we just motherfuckers on the internet trying to enlighten motherfuckers and wake people up and all that. Man, they don't even know a motherfucker history out this bitch. They talking about. You gotta know, you gotta understand the build up, huh? To get this high, my building ain't even done. It ain't nowhere near done. I only got about half of this motherfucker together. This building ain't put together yet. It ain't fully put together yet anyway. What's going on, sis? Peace and blessings, Queen. Brother Bob, and peace and blessings, my brother. Peace to the gods. But yeah, I said we need to start doing that. We need to start letting them know about our build up. Like what it took, how much it took for us to get to this point of life. It ain't always been this way. I ain't always been this cool, calm, collective ass nigga trying to enlighten my people. It ain't always been that way. I ain't always been this person. It took a lot for me to get to this point of life. Like almost losing my life to get to this point of life. Peace, King. So we should do that one day too, sis.
Okay.
What's the word? You came up here to give me some of your words. I knew you did. Give me some of your words. Who, me?
I'm just listening.
Word. But no, man. I just be trying to give it to him. I give it to him. I don't know no other way to give it to him but my way. If you understand, you get it, you do. If you don't, you will. I just hope it's not too late before you do. Because every day makes sense. What's cracking, cuz? But it's like that relationship part. I want to go back to that part though, because it does sound like that's what's like bringing us down the most. That's how I feel, like personally. Come on now. Everything else that be going on within our life, sis, in the universe and all this crazy shit. But when it comes to relationships and love and the people that we love and shit like that, that brings us down more than anything. That tears us down more than anything.
If you let it.
But we let it. We all do. I'm speaking for everybody. Like, come on now.
Because we let it affect us because nobody is healed. Healing never stops. So, what's up, Cap? That's what I figured. Like, I know people that are unbothered by anything in a relationship. Not anything, but there's not a lot that bothers them. You know what I'm saying? So, they might be healed from that particular trauma, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But it only bothers us if we let it bother us. That's my mentality with it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more you think about it, the more you are manifesting it. You know what I'm saying? The more you are creating the hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because you're thinking about it, you're dwelling on it. You know what I'm saying? You're letting yourself be hurt by it. So.
Peace, God.
Hey. How you doing?
Yeah, everything good.
That's good. So, yeah, I guess I don't even know. I'm so tired, y'all. But we let it hurt us sometimes. We let it affect us, you know? You gotta learn everybody gotta learn to just let it go. You know? That's right, baby. He over there like, let it go. You know, you gotta let it go, because like what you say, Jeezy, I think you said this a while ago, like, ain't nobody gonna love you like you love you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna love like you love them. You know what I'm saying? So if that ain't really the way that you want to be loved, then you have to let it go. You know, that's what I was saying when, like, I've only been broken by one person. You know what I'm saying? And that when I got broken, I broke. You know what I'm saying? I broke. I was depressed. Sent my kids to go live with their daddy. Lost 30 pounds. I left Michigan, rented a car for a month. Left Michigan and went to go to Florida to go be with my mama. You know what I'm saying? I drove by myself 16 hours. I got the fuck on. I had a box full of crystals and my stepdaddy's ashes, my nana's ashes, and hit the road. You know what I'm saying? I stay, you're not sleeping in here. But you can come sit and watch TV, but you're not sleeping in here. You can take TV out there. I'm sorry. I need my bed. Okay? So, you know what I'm saying? But then after that, like while I was down there in Florida, you know, like I decided to go visit a cousin that lived in Virginia. You know what I'm saying? She's my age on my mom's side of the family. And, when I got there, you know what I'm saying, she had informed me about how her husband left her in the middle of the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Left her. She was a housewife. She had no money, no nothing. She didn't know what to do. You know, and she was as sad and as broken as I was. She was more broken than me. You know what I'm saying? So I know this might sound selfish, but in a way, seeing somebody more broken than me made me feel like I was going to be okay. Because here I am, I'm broken as fuck, sad as fuck, and I'm telling her, like, oh, fuck that motherfucker. You don't need him. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, you know, I'm still a broken motherfucker then, you know, my own self then. But that was the last time I was like, I would never let anybody take me to that point of being so low at the bottom of the barrel, depression, broken like that. That was the first and that was the last. I'll never allow that again. You know what I'm saying? So now when I start noticing red flags, like we talked about the other day, on a serious note about the red flags, because in the beginning of your life, you know what I'm saying, we was just really on some bullshit. I had just got off of work. You know what I'm saying? We was just cracking jokes, you know. But on the serious note of recognizing red flags, once I see them, I'm gone. I'm not doing it no more. You know what I'm saying? Because once you show me once and I allow it, you're going to do it again. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, and then you have to consider benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you got to give a motherfucker benefit of the doubt. You know, but how do you do that when you see that these are red flags, these are possibly happening? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that benefit of the doubt you can't do. You just gotta go. That's why I'm like, sometimes you just gotta let it go. Because if you stay, then you are allowing it. You know what I'm saying? Part of me being able to heal and not being broken anymore was recognizing that it wasn't his fault. After the first time, it wasn't his fault anymore. It was mine. Because I stayed and I allowed it to happen time after time after time after time, because in my head, I'm thinking because I love him so much that he'll recognize it one day and he'll love me the same. 7 years went past. Finally, he got somebody pregnant. And that was my breaking point. You know what I'm saying? But I allowed all of that. I allowed it. So that's how I'm able to let that go. You know what I'm saying? I forgave him because after the first time, it wasn't his fault anymore. Now, I ain't saying I'm taking all the blame. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers still got their own mind. They still got their own brain. But then that's when you recognize that what is it within myself that made me even allowed to continue to allow that. That's my own abandonment issues. Me own looking for my own daddy. You know what I'm saying? In the love.
Yeah. That's when the healing begins, when you can see. Because that's what sometimes when we have people come into our life and we think things are so detrimental and a lot of times we think it's an attack on us, but it's the universe or God or whatever you want to call it that's putting something in front of you so that you can see you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You hear people talking about reflection. Yes, you're a reflection of me. I can see my weaknesses in you. I can see my strengths in you. I can see myself and where I'm lacking. You know what I'm saying? I have to get a different perspective on things that I didn't have, that my mind, I haven't had experiences that you have. So the things that you've had experiences with and that you've dealt with and conquered, or that you've even working through yourself in your life, because that's brought to my consciousness, then I can fix something in me.
Mm-hmm.
You know I can.
Bless.
I'm sorry. No, that's why I say that. That's why I say, like, I ain't sad about that relationship. I needed it. I needed every single 7 years of that relationship so that I could know what my actual worth is, so that I could know what not to do, what to recognize, to understand what my hurt is, to start healing that little girl. You know what I'm saying? The little girl that was hurt. My daddy left me when I was 5. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody remember how I felt. Don't nobody know. I asked, like, did I cry? Was I sad? Like, because I love my daddy. Still do. You know, but don't nobody remember. So what was y'all doing when I was hurting? You know what I'm saying? That makes me dig deeper into that, because that makes me feel like, well, nobody paying attention to my pain. I was the only child. You know, but nobody paying attention to my pain. But now I am.
Now you are paying attention to it. The one thing that you said is very important that I just wanted to kick in on, that a lot of us parents, mothers, fathers, all this stuff, when we have children and things like that. You said that my daddy left me. And he probably left your mama. You know what I'm saying? But you was there also, and your perception was, Daddy, you left me. You know what I'm saying? And that's real. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I know a lot of times the men, you know, sometimes we you know, are in a powerless situation sometimes dealing with the woman, because she controlled that house with them children and that kind of stuff. Now, that's certain. And sometimes the man want to make a move back just to be around the child, but it caused too much trouble for him to come around because of the energy that the mother and father have developed that's not right. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like I say, it's not you he was running from.
It is. Because even to this day, like what I remember being 5, going into my mom and my daddy room, and then being like, who do you want to live with? They gave me that choice when I was 5. Immediately, of course, I said my mother. My father looked at me and he said, I just want to let you know that I cannot be a part-time dad. I can only be a full-time father. That was him letting me know at 5 years old that he was going to be a deadbeat. Okay? And even to this day, like, my sister just told me, like, you know, daddy's trying to talk to you. Because when I went to go talk to my dad about, you know, him trying to be a better father, you know what I'm saying? He looked me dead in my eyes and he told me, he was like, it ain't my fault the way you turned out. He said, I didn't raise you. And I looked at him and I said, you don't think that that's the part of the reason why I turned out the way I did? Because you didn't raise me? And at that moment, I knew that my daddy was the first ain't shit ass nigga that I ever loved, and I've been looking for an ain't shit ass nigga just like my daddy ever since. You know what I'm saying? But I say it like, but I'm serious though. You know what I'm saying? Because little girls, when they lose their dads at such a young age, you know what I'm saying? They search for that. They look for that. They look for that love, that fatherly love through a man. You know, and 9 times out of 10, a woman is gonna find men that have some sort of characteristics of their father.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I say, like, he was the first ain't shit ass man that I ever loved. You know what I'm saying? Even when we just contacted each other, and I said, you know, he was like, oh, I ain't even trying to talk about nothing in the past. And I said, well, if you ain't trying to talk about the past that affected my future, then we can just keep it how it is, and that's silence.
Right.
You know, I love him. When my daddy get old, I'll take care of my daddy. He ain't gonna go to no nursing home. I'm the oldest. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gotta fuck with you, because toxic is toxic. You know what I'm saying? And I'm healing. So you can stay where you're at. You know, I'm not gonna let him break me down. I'm gonna use that pain to build myself up.
That's what tonight's topic is.
Exactly. That's why I just, you know, use my words like that and fit it in.
You know, listen, the build-up starts with...
Turn that down.
This is how I feel, because there'll be a lot of people trying to build these organizations and build whatever in situations, but yet they broken. Like, you have to build yourself up first before you can build anything else, or build a team, or build a whatever. You know what I'm saying? So if you're broken, how can you build? I'm still building myself.
Right. It's a process.
And that don't stop.
Ever. Healing never stops. Growing never stops. None of it stops. It's an everyday, continuous thing. You have to do it every single day. Because every single day something will trigger. Just when you're getting to think that you're healed, something will trigger you. And then you'll be like, damn, I ain't even healed like I thought I was. Okay.
Yeah.
You know? But each time that happens, you are building yourself up because you're learning. You know what I'm saying? You're learning, okay, let me work on this factor of my life. Let me work on this factor. Boom, boom. So you are building yourself up. Each time that you feel like you're healed and you have something that triggers you and you fall back down, you learn from that mistake, and then what happens, you build yourself up. And no matter what, you're going to build up to elevate onto another level, unless you just want to remain stagnant.
Right.
None of us are going to remain stagnant because we can sit back and learn from our mistakes. We can learn from the words that we say to people. You know what I'm saying? We learn from all of that. It might take us a few weeks, months, years, maybe, whoever, you know. It could be immediately, but we all do it. For sure. We build ourselves up.
That's strange. You said, you know, I just thought about that, you know, when you said that that a woman would seek after her father in some capacity. The reason why I was kind of late getting on this live today is because my daughter and my granddaughter came by here today. And, you know, I got all the dogs, and my granddaughter, that's all she wanted to do. When she come, I'm out there with the dogs. She goes, I love all these dogs, granddaddy. My daughter, her husband his birthday is the day before mine. I mean, it's like, and the strange thing about that is that my birthday is the day before my father's, my biological father's. So that's really odd. But you know, she needed him because of who she is, you know, and, you know, they have some rough spots, everybody does, but they love each other, and, you know, they build on each other's weaknesses and strengths, you know, and that's just
good. That's good.
Like I say, but, you know, is what it is. Right.
I was reading the comments. My mother the soul. She said you can heal your own parents once you are healing. My dad is a Jehovah's Witness. He is an elder in the Kingdom Hall, and there is no healing for him. His brain, his mind is warped. That religion.
Reprobate.
Y'all grew up Jehovah's Witnesses, but I never agreed with it. It never resonated in my soul. I questioned too much. You know what I'm saying? My sisters are baptized. I was never baptized. You know what I'm saying? They did all the Jehovah's Witness shit. I didn't. But.
At a young age, okay.
You said what?
You had resistance at a young age when the parents said, you're going to get baptized. Yes, ma'am.
No. I mean, granted, no, my dad, he did give us a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there was a period of time when I did live with my dad for maybe like a year. You know what I'm saying? When I was like 11, but he did give me a choice. He was like, do you want, I was like, no. You know what I'm saying? I was like, no, because I never liked it. But he, like I said, he's an elder in the Kingdom Hall, and really, he's so deep into it. There's nothing that you can really say to him that will make him change his mind at this point. At this point, I just leave it up to him to when he finally meets Jehovah. Jehovah's going to tell him, hey, sir, you are a whole deadbeat dad to 3 daughters. Not 1, but 3. So, that's a conversation him and God don't have to have. Whether it's, I call him Jehovah when I speak upon my dad, but really, the Most High to me. But, yeah, no, he's going to have to take that conversation up with his God. That's my mom that just joined. Little snack cake. Hey, Anna.
That's all.
Malik said hi, Anna.
Hey, Mom.
Right, but his brain is warped. There's no healing. There's no trying to heal him. And my mom, she's on her own journey. She knows what she's doing.
Peace, God.
How y'all doing? How you doing, guys?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
That's good.
Peace, man. How y'all? I was just hearing y'all talking about, healing and building and the parents and deadbeats and, all those things. I can relate a lot to that, And me and my father, he was always in and out of all his kids' lives. Like, he got a lot of us and some that we don't even know of. And just recently, we done went through a couple episodes where I was younger, where I used to make kind of posts on Facebook talking about how I'm feeling my dad wasn't there and all this and that, and then I go on there and I make a post like how I want me and my father to, my relationship with my father. And just recently, a couple months ago, well, I'm gonna say last month, I had talked to him, and I had to go within myself and heal my mother and my father within me in order for our conversation and us to talk on that level. And I had to get to a point where I understand what he been through and the trauma that he was going through while him and my mother was dealing with each other at the time. And that trauma that it bears on through your kids, and it took a toll on me and on all of you. Like the trauma that your dad was going through and whatever he was dealing with at the time he was creating y'all, like that passed on through y'all genes, and it's all lies within you. And you gotta dive deep within yourself to understand what was his mind space or what was her mind space and what they was going through, and try to heal within that. And this possibly can heal the relationship between you and your father. Like the belief system and all that shit, like, it is what it is with that. But like emotionally and the love and the relationship, it can be repaired. You just gotta get to a level of mind and understanding, just get to a point where you forgive, but you gotta heal within yourself first, and you just gotta I'm listening.
I'm sorry. I forgive him. I forgive him. I don't feel like I have to conversate with him. You know what I'm saying? My father, he's a narcissist. You know what I'm saying? He's a narcissistic man, and I am just like him. By the way, I'm not ashamed to admit that I am my father's child. You know what I'm saying? I am, but I choose just to. I'm 37 now. He ain't been around for a long time. You feel me? Like